There are only 2 months left until New York City voters are headed to the polls for the mayor's race. Candidates on the campaign trail yesterday. Public safety once again taking center stage after 2 separate shootings on Monday evening. In Brooklyn, police said at least 8 people were hurt after a gunfire and a stabbing near the end of the West Indian Day parade along Eastern Parkway. And in the Bronx, there was this incident where 5 people were shot, one of them killed. It was a drive-by outside a deli near the Allerton Avenue subway station. The issue of violence in the streets firmly into the spotlight in the mayor's race. On Monday, Curtis Sliwa said there was a clear contrast between him and the other candidates.
And law and order is the issue, and everybody knows I'm the guy that locks up the criminals. The other 3 turn them loose.
Republican candidate for Mayor Curtis Sliwa with me now. Good morning.
Good morning, Pat. And by the way, you said the candidates were on the campaign trail. I guess the campaign trail for Eric Adams was Fort Lauderdale to celebrate his birthday and get out of town.
Yeah, his 65th birthday was 2 days ago, and he chose to celebrate in Florida.
In the middle of this bloodbath and carnage where he was saying it's a perception. It's no perception. And here's the guy who wanted a gang summit at Gracie Mansion for trigger pullers, which means, Pat, to everybody out there, that means a man or a woman who's actually shot somebody or killed somebody, he would welcome into the people's house. That's not going to happen when Curtis Sliwa was the mayor. We're going to lock up gangbangers. Like we lock up toothpaste now, we don't lock up criminals.
Okay, well, I want to come back to Eric Adams in a second, but let's talk about that soundbite we had of you saying lock everybody up. Can that be the solution? Is that a practical solution to incarcerate as many people as you're talking about locking up?
Well, if you're a gang member, obviously, and you have shot somebody or you have killed somebody.
Sure, but where are you going to put them all?
Oh. What do we do? Turn them loose into the streets?
I'm not advocating that, but it's just there is at some point a limit to how many people you can lock up.
No, there's not. Excuse me, Pat. We housed as many as 18,000 inmates on Rikers Island. There's half that population now.
So you think there's room for it?
Oh, there's room. Obviously, you need to rehab the facility. But dangerous men and dangerous women need to be off the streets if they've already committed acts of violence. I think we can all agree on that, except Zohran Mamdani. Now that he has been embraced by Bill de Blasio, his mentor, the new Batman and Robin out there, they believe in social workers out there instead of police. I'm the candidate who says we don't have enough police. And I've been up in the Bronx saying we need more cops. Eric Adams promised 1,000 cops up there. Where are they, Pat? I haven't seen any of the cops in the 4-5 precinct, the 4-7, the 4-9. I'll be up in the Bronx again today. There are no additional cops. So why can't we just tell the truth to the people? Zohran Mamdani does not focus on law and order and public safety. That's not his strong point. He says affordability, cost of living is the #1 issue. I say public safety and quality of life is right up there neck and neck, and he has no answers for that other than what his mentor Bill de Blasio thought, just like him, social workers. They're the new Batman and Robin, Cape Crusaders to help criminals. I'll make sure that the streets are safe, as I've done for 46 years.
The mayor is on a media tour this morning doing a bunch of interviews talking about the latest NYPD crime statistics. I'm going to play a clip from his Channel 11 interview and then get you to respond to that.
Look over this weekend, the number of shootings we had, and then look at cities across America. Chicago, over 50 people shot. Over 50 people shot. And so when you look at what we're doing here, we remain the safest big city in America.
Is he wrong about that?
Well, he's one and done, obviously. To leave in the midst of this and then come back and have his police commissioner at his side, Jessica Tisch, who said this is an anomaly. He's saying it's a perception. There's blood flowing in the streets. We had a 69-year-old grandmother in Harlem the other day, 12:30 in the afternoon with a walker, gunned down because of gang violence. We saw what happened at the West Indian Day Parade. We see the blood flowing in the Bronx. The mayor skipped town in the midst of all of this, and now he's back to tout crime statistics. Pat, I'm in all 350 neighborhoods, all 472 of the platforms in the vast city subway system. I'm the only candidate in the subway every day. I've yet to find one person out there to say to me, oh, Curtis, you're really embellishing this. We're really much safer than we were before. People are frightened, and they're rightfully frightened because they don't feel safe in the streets or the subways.
But I'm in the subway every day, and for the most part, the things go without incident. Once in a while, there's somebody that you're not comfortable in that car, you move to another car. But most New Yorkers travel in the subway every day without this fear that something is going to happen.
Pat, you're not a woman.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And I'm not traveling at 11 o'clock at night.
Women are the majority of the earners now in New York City. They are the majority of the workforce. They are the majority of those who manage and run nightclubs and restaurants and bars, and they have to travel home in the wee hours of the morning. They can't keep affording a yellow cab, a Lyft, an Uber, and they are constantly being threatened with perverts who come up to them, sexually harass them. Men, for the most part, don't have that issue. I talk to women all the time. It's the biggest issue. They don't feel safe in the streets where they are victims of random attacks. Look, Tina Moore of the New York Post, right? The police reporter. A random attack. It took the cops 2 years to find this guy, and that was on a drug charge, not even the assault charge of a woman, because Alvin Bragg, what does he do? He releases him into the streets.
If you look at the traction that the Zoran Mamdani campaign has gotten, it has been on this issue of affordability. Are you, with the public safety issue, speaking to a different New Yorker?
Well, no. Obviously, I want people to stay. My whole concept is improve, don't move. We have 100,000 empty apartments in New York City, starting with NYC, which the mayor controls. 6,000 empty apartments in our vast public housing projects, over 350 in the city. How do you justify that? And then, obviously, you have rent-stabilized units. Zoran Mamdani, he's used to that. He lives in one in Astoria. And yet, what happens in those instances, many of the landlords, they warehouse them. And then when you go into the outer boroughs, where I spend most of my time, homeowners who will no longer rent, like from a 2, 3, 4 family home, because they feel if they have a tenant who gives them a hard time, won't pay the rent, they won't be treated fairly in tenant-landlord court. I'm going to make sure the small landlords out there get their due in tenant-landlord court.
I want to get to another topic, because Jim Walden, who had not proven to be a big factor in terms of the polls, said yesterday that he is dropping out of this race. On the way out, he said that he thinks that the only way for Zoran Mamdani to be defeated is that you and Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo get together, and that a single candidate goes up against Mamdani. Has that idea sunk in with you at all? Is there an appetite among the 3 candidates for that?
Pat, what do you think? I'm sitting shiva for Jim 1% Walden. I'm bringing the Hamantashen. This guy has always been a stalking horse for Cuomo. He used to be his lawyer. From day one, he's been telling everybody, drop out, drop out. Okay, he dropped out. He has no chance.
Forget about Jim Walden.
Why don't we trust the people to vote the candidate they want? Who is determining this dropout game? Billionaires and millionaires, of which I don't have any supporters. By the way, Zoran has his billionaires, Eric Adams has his billionaires, and no cash bail Cuomo has his billionaires.
But back to the question. Is this race different if Eric Adams drops out, if Andrew Cuomo drops out, or if Curtis Sliwa drops out?
We're all on the ballot. You have to give back whatever monies you've gotten from the campaign financial board. Let's get serious. We got 4 candidates. We are all different on the issues. You have Zoran Mamdani, who's Bill de Blasio on steroids. And then you have Eric Adams and Andrew No Cash Bail Cuomo, who are Zoran light. I'm the only Republican. I'm the only law and order candidate. And I'm the only animal lover. I'm on the independent line, first ever in electoral history in the United States. Protect animals. No kill shelters. And we're putting animal abusers in jail. Nobody else is talking animal issues because they don't think it's significant. I know it's significant with a lot of the population out there who might never vote for a Republican, but would vote for me on the Protect the Animal sign.
I got 30 seconds left. In terms of the fall campaign, does your direction change, or do we hear more of what we've been hearing already?
Oh, no. I've been the only consistent candidate. I'm not giving the voters vertigo like Andy Cuomo. Oh, my God, he changes by the day. Now he wants free subway, free buses. Hey, Andy, how are we going to pay for that? Remember, the last time the MTA was not running well was the summer of 2017 and into 2018.
Summer of hell.
Who was the governor? Andy Cuomo. By the way, why are we building these Q train stops that nobody wants? Why aren't we investing all that money in capital improvements in the existing subway system? That's what I would be trying.
You're anti-Q train extension?
Oh, come on. We really need that going beyond 96th Street. There's such a huge demand.
There's no service up there.
Are you kidding?
Can't we do two things at once?
Pat, no, because we don't have the money. And by the way, the state controller, Tom DiNapoli, just informed the governor and the state legislature, we got a $34 billion budget cap. The budget must be balanced by the state and city. We can't print money like the federal government. That's a $37 trillion debt, and it's growing. We need fiscal competency. I'm the only one talking about cutting taxes, keeping people here, improve, don't move. Everybody else wants to spend money that we don't have. Not me.
Sometimes I feel when you come in like I'm a guest on your radio show rather than the other way around here. Thank you, Curtis.
Hey, invite me back again.
I think we will. It's still a couple of months till the election. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest news and weather updates every 10 minutes and more. We'll see you then.